the mirror, doing my makeup. And I gotta be real with you. I'm in this awkward growing my hair out phase, trying my natural color. You know, I'm 54 and I looked in the mirror and I'm like trying to like go through the cobwebs of, you know, where I've been hiding, my true self. I just had to walk away from something and choose me for my own mental health and well-being. I've been grinding so hard to the point of I really just felt like maybe I was going to collapse or possibly spontaneously combust. Let's be real. The real is like, did I put makeup on right now when I'm just chilling at home to try to remember like who I was before I started the grind of like working these shifts that were 10 and a half hours, 11 and a half hours, all consuming really of my energy, but then also building a business, trying to stay fit, or actually this whole summer I've been working on getting back to where I was when I first did a transformation and I became a transformation coach. I've done a lot of things in the last 10 years. Well, let's just actually throw in some more years, probably when I first started my health and fitness journey when I was trying to get sober. But at the end of the day, you can grind all you want for a dollar bill. But if you're stressed out, depressed, just like grasping on, hoping that you're not gonna fall, is it worth that dollar bill? No. I've been through a lot, including what we all went through, COVID. Never met one person that didn't completely change their life. I don't know if I should just switch this over, if I can hold it better. It's kind of cool to see the reflection because when we're judging people or we're looking at others, it's just a reflection of the way we feel about ourselves. And so when you really understand that, it's easier to have an open mind about others' flaws and imperfections, which, you know, I created a company called Believe in Humans when I got sober. And it was so exciting to me because I learned how to believe in myself and change my life. I did a complete 180. I did a transformation. And I love helping people transform. But my journey has kind of just been learning and failing a lot. You have to be very willing to fail when you are working on creating something meaningful that's helping people. And it's also really easy to fall into a trap of what others think you should be doing. My arm's gonna get tired, so we'll just like kind of alternate. So, so through the Believe in Humans, what I realized is like people don't actually believe in humans because they don't actually believe in themselves. And to me, it was such a great thing. Like, we're love, peace, we're all connected, we're all the same, yet we're unique individualizations because we've all been through different things. And so we see the world through different lenses. But, you know, ultimately, like, we're all love. Really, that's it, you know? Like, ultimately, we're all love. So, I'm not fancy, like, in my living at all. My goal is to stay humble, stay true to who I am and what my beliefs are, and follow my dreams and my passions, and be able to really like do what I love to do, which is really multidimensional and multifaceted. You know, what I really would love to do would be to make music and help people through that. But that's part of my story in such a big way that I'm just realizing that when I moved to New York City at 21, because I had an opportunity. So who declines an opportunity to move to New York City with a job and a place to stay until you get on your feet? But that involved leaving my dream. And I'm just really coming into like remembering this. I've been spiraling in so many different facets of exploration, of creativity, of like how I can share my story and help others. And honestly, the biggest way is to actually just show up and share my story, because it's most relatable to hear someone's struggles and pain and how they overcame all the obstacles, and still will always be facing the obstacles, always. They just change. They come and go, and that's what's the beauty of being human. Believe in humans. The beauty of being human is we're perfectly imperfect. So I love your flaws for who you are, and know that you can work on them and develop and change. It's just so beautiful. You're so beautiful. No matter what. I don't know how it goes. That's not my kind of music. I'm a rebel, punk, rule breaker, chaos creating mind of infinite possibilities, because that's what I've learned through my travels. A lot of metaphysical spiritual practices have come into my life that have changed the way, change your thinking, change your life, is just 100% true. And so when you finally get to the breaking point of understanding that the universe is going to show up for you when you allow the universe to bring something new into your life. And when you're overworked and you're spread so thin in so many directions, that can't be the right way. It just can't. And so if you just focus on the one thing and go from there. And nobody cares. Nobody's actually really looking, because they're so worried about their own stuff. Do you see? You catch my drift? And so I'm just really glad at the end of today. This is like my first just decompressed day. Like, you are allowed. You're allowed. You know, it's like some of the stuff I was teaching for a long time there was self-care and self-love, and I still do, yes. I had a notebook I just knocked over. Oh my gosh. So here's the deal. Is that I'm not for the weak, for the fragile, for the ego, like people who can't allow like constructive criticism, because I genuinely just want to help. So if you want help changing your life, or maybe even doing a whole 180 transformation like I did, complete lifestyle change. I went from total alcoholic for most of my life to then actually changed all of my ways. And I had one relationship in the, in the 10 years I've been sober. Wow, yeah. And that turned out to be my biggest teacher, but one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. It was a narcissistic, toxic relationship that I had to learn about. And so now I've helped people, my clients, a few of them, who are in a very similar situation, get out, get back on their feet, gain confidence, joy, understanding of self-love and self-care. And that is the beauty. There's beauty in breakdown. So there's beauty in breakdown. So you break down, but then you have a choice. Are you going to stay down for long, or are you going to rise and heal yourself? It's self-healing. I can't heal you, but I can help you heal you. And that's one of the biggest gifts that I've been given, is to have that ability. I'm also going to probably have to detox from some coffee because I was working 11 and a half hour days. Very strenuous. Not ever knowing exactly how much money I was going to make either. So that's the crazy part. Looking back at it now, I'm like, well, first of all, I never want to do that ever again. Never, ever, ever. Sorry, not sorry. And second of all, just really look at myself and figure out, like, why did I do that? Why did I do it for so long? And it's what happened in my brain, the limiting beliefs and the lack of confidence and self-love and self-care went down the drain in the last 5 years. And I guess it all started with that relationship in COVID. And then I also lost my spiritual center while I left. Big things, big, huge things. Things that came into my life that helped me. And then all of a sudden, like, everything was gone. And I was on my own. And so, I've been slowly swimming to the top of the surface to remember who I was before that. And so, wow, I think it's taken probably like 5 years. That is some wild, wild reflection. It's all there. Sometimes we stuff it in a drawer, stuff it away, think we throw it out, think we don't have to think about it and heal from it. Au contraire, my friend, if you think you're going to change your life and you're not going to actually look at your shadow and your darkness and the stuff you've been through without actually healing it, it just comes back around. Even more bold and more big and more in your face. How do you like it? How do you like it? More. So this is Keeping It Real with KK. This maybe will be the Monday vibe. What time is it? What time should I do the Monday Keeping It Real with KK? I'm going to try to do Monday, Wednesday lives. Maybe, I don't know, you guys look for some feedback. Do you want me to keep doing Sovereign Sobriety podcast? I am going to be hosting some movement classes. I'm not sure if they're going to be online or if they're going to be like on demand or both. I am hosting a parasite cleanse. Picking the date, probably today. I'll pick the date. That's coming up the beginning of September. And that will be a group that I'm going to host for that 7-day parasite cleanse challenge. And I am also going to try to see how it goes, is offer a narcissistic abuse, what do you call it, group. My brain's still not quite back. Support group. Because, wow, I mean, that really knocked me off my feet for quite a long time because I didn't know about it. I had no idea, and just the breakdown and chip away. It really took a toll on everything about me. So, good news is we do heal from all the things as long as we show ourselves grace, take action, find people who are going to support you, plug in, and never give up. And be bold, be brave, healthy boundaries, let go, attachments, all the things. These lessons can be hard, but they always shape you and make you so much wiser and stronger. Trust me, wiser and stronger. So I'm going to jump off. Let me know if you have any comments below about any of the things I mentioned. But I'm just really, really so relieved to have just like a day of chill, to get my nervous system back into alignment and get myself back into who I am, and not just like doing all these things and trying to get it all done and just really suffering and wondering like, why isn't my belly going anywhere? Well, it's because the stress level and the cortisol is going to hold that back. And in the future, I'm also going to be hosting a Beat the Belly Bloat challenge as well. So I've got my 2 reference notebooks in front of me about detoxing your body, give your body 30. And this is the alignment, not doing what I just walked away from for my own mental health and well-being, but also for all the people that I can help just by showing up and being real. And that's one thing that this whole process through sobriety and the spiritual, the spiritual practitioner license and the Buddha yoga instructor and all the things have just brought me into like awareness and gratitude to just share and to be as human as possible. Because at the end of the day, we don't take anything with us to the grave. And we're all just doing the best that we can. So even in our awkward grow out hair phase with the gray coming in and you're trying to figure it all out, you know what? Somebody else is doing the same thing just like you. And, you know, that's why I want to build community, show up, build the community, be here for each other, and just rise up, you know, little by little, lift our vibration, high vibe, in love, centered in love, oneness, and peace. All right. So, hey, it's just been a wild roller coaster that I just got off of, and it's been going for a while now. So, sending you guys so much love, peace, and a great week ahead. Thank you for being here. And so Monday, Wednesday is going to be what I'm shooting for live. You know, if you like content, just realness, humble, gratitude, spirituality, wellness, mental wellness, health, fitness, movement, all this cool stuff. It's like, it get you high with naturally. Get you on a high vibe without all the crap that I used to do. So it is very possible. Yes. I've been yeah, big advocate for high vibing without some substances because I was addicted to alcohol for like 35 years. So yeah. Woo! Out of that rat hole. All right. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you want to hang out some more. Monday, Wednesdays, I'll eventually come up with like exact times and then we can really get the conversation going. But thanks for showing up for me. Super grateful. Peace, love. Mwah. Bye.